All right, good morning. Today, we will be completing a Microsoft Excel assignment where we are going to research and analyze the cost of buying and owning a new or used car. You're going to calculate the cost to purchase the car and how much it would cost to operate it. You'll also determine how many hours per week you'll have to work to afford the car. Make sure that you read each step carefully. I've provided written instructions in this video tutorial. I've opened Excel, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill out my Excel spreadsheet just as it shows in the instructions. I'm first going to highlight from A1 to I1. I'm going to merge and center that, and I'm going to give my worksheet a name called Cost Analysis Worksheet. I'm also going to resize this to 18, and I'll give it a background color. I'm then going to go ahead and fill out the rest of the information. You can go ahead and do the same. All right, good job. So now we've got our worksheet all set up. Let's take a second and make sure that, again, you've included shading for all of the cells that we're going to need to put values in. And then let's also go ahead and let's save this worksheet. I'm going to save it into my folder. I'm going to name it my name. So Chris Rubin's car project. The next thing that we need to do is we need to input formulas in the appropriate cells using cell reference numbers. In the written tutorial, you'll also see the cell reference number and the formula that needs to be input. So let's start with I-13, the total cost of additional options. For this, we're going to add cells H9 through H12. So to do that, we're going to go equals sum of H9 through H12. Okay, and we'll close the parentheses. There's my formula, and I'll hit enter. Now, obviously, it's going to show up as 0 for right now because we haven't input those values yet. I-14 says to add the true market value price to the total cost of additional options. So we're going to just add the true market value price, which is what we're paying for the car, plus the total cost of additional options. The next one is I-16, which is the tax. Sorry about that. We're going to add our sales tax now. So it says in I-16, we're going to multiply cell I-14, which is our subtotal of our car, so equals the subtotal of our car times, sales tax, which in our county right now is 8.75%. So it would be 0.0875. That would be my tax. For I-17, we're just going to go with the generic registration fee, which is going to be $300. In I-18, the total price of the car, we're going to select equals, and we're going to add our subtotal plus our tax plus our registration, and that'll give us the total price of the car. With all cars, you need to have a down payment. So in this case, we're going to just go ahead and have a $4,000 down payment. And that'll give us, figure out the total amount left to finance on the car. We're going to take the total price of the car. Sorry, we're going to set up a formula to do the total price of the car minus the down payment, which will equal the total amount left to finance. In I-22, we need to figure out the interest on the loan. So whatever that is, it's going to be the total amount left to finance on the car loan multiplied by 0.2, so 20%. So let's go ahead and we're going to set up a formula again. We're going to say equals total amount left to finance on the car multiplied by, and again, this is just interest charge, we'll do 0.2. In I-23, the total amount to pay on the loan, we're going to set up another formula. This time it's going to be the interest on the loan plus the total amount left to finance on the car, and that will give us the total amount to pay on the loan. in I-25 to figure out the total cost per year to purchase the car. We're going to take the total amount of the car we're going to take the total amount to pay on the loan and divide it by 4, assuming that will take 4 years to pay it back. All right, operational costs. So let's go to G29 now. And if you're a male, you're going to insert 15,000, and if you're a female, you're going to insert 10,000. For some reason, there's a general assumption that men drive further than females. In G34, you'll have to find the values to 30 and 32 depending on the car you get. In G34, we're going to set up a formula to calculate the average mile per gallon that we're going to get. So we're going to average cells 32 and 33, which is our city and highway. In H36, to figure out the number of gallons used per year, we're going to set up a formula to figure out the number of miles that we drive each year divided by our average miles per gallon. And in this one, we're going to say the number for I-37, to figure out the total cost of gas for a year, we're going to set up a formula equals number of gallons used per year. So that's this right here, multiplied by the average cost of gas in Silicon Valley. So we can just really quickly average cost of gas, we'll just say in California. And the average price of regular gas right now is $2.50. So let's go ahead and we'll use $2.50 in our spreadsheet. Insurance for an H40. Input $1,800 if you're a male and $1,500 if you're a female. So I'll stick with I'm a male, so I'll put in 1,800. In H42, if you have a higher GPA, believe it or not, you actually do get an insurance reduction. If you have a 3.0 GPA, you're going to set up this formula, equals cost of insurance multiplied by 0.3. If you don't have a 3.0 or higher, you simply are going to put 0. All right, so if you have below a 3.0, it's 0. If you have above a 3.0, it's equals cost of insurance multiplied by 0.3. You get a 30% discount. In I-44, to figure out our total cost of insurance per year, we're simply going to go equals cost of insurance per year minus your good student discount, if any. And lastly, your total cost per year to purchase the car, to figure out the total cost of owning and operating the car for 1 year, you're going to take equals the total cost per year to purchase the car plus the total cost of gas for 1 year plus the total cost of insurance for a year. And we'll hit enter. We're going to change the format of all the colored cells except for the ones where we put the city and highway gas mileage to a currency. To do that, we're simply going to select the cells. So for example, we have these are all cells that need to be changed, and we'll just go ahead and we'll change it to currency. And we don't need that. We don't need that. Total cost. Cost of insurance. Total cost per year. Okay. So now at least when we put in a value, let's say it was $90, then it will make it a currency value. All right, so the last thing that we need to do to finish setting up our worksheet is to simply, once we've made sure that we've got it all set up, A1 through I-46, we're going to highlight all of those cells, again, A1 through I-46, and we're simply going to go ahead and we're going to copy that block of cells. At the bottom of your sheet, you can see that there's a plus sign. We're going to click on that plus sign, and that's going to open up sheet 2. Click in cell A1 and hit paste. We now have the same exact worksheet here. If you see these number signs, don't worry. You can simply double click on the column, and it will expand it so that everything's visible. Open up a new sheet, sheet 3, and in cell A1, we're going to paste the same worksheet one more time. Again, I can make these cells a little bit larger so that it's easy to see all of the information that's going to be input in each one. Down in the bottom, let's go ahead and let's name each of these sheets. We're just going to call that car 1, car 2, and car 3.